What's going on, guys? Austin FFA here, or Luna. So I have a crazy story for you today, or I think it's more funny than crazy, but you're going to hear about it in a minute. So this took place in the beginning of sophomore year, and if you don't know what sophomore year is, it's your 10th grade year, and this is when I wasn't smoking weed, which made it the more funny slash nerve-wracking it was, and it just made it more, nerve-wracking than it already was. So I'm going to get into it. Before I get into it, I'm going to give you some background knowledge. My school, the teachers are chill as long as you don't fuck with them. If you don't fuck with the teachers, they're not going to fuck with you. And that's a simple rule at my school. And that rhymed. That was cool. Oh my god, I'm an MC today in this commentary. That was really cheesy, but, this commentary is so easy. Okay, that was fucking awful. I need to get back on topic. I'm an idiot. But, okay, anyway. So we would go to school every day. This is in 10th grade. Me and my one friend. And we had the same first period math class every single day. And math class sucked. I don't like math, but, a lot of people don't. But I didn't like it's not that I didn't like it because it was math. I didn't like it because no matter how hard I tried, I wasn't good at it. So one day, me and my one friend, to math class, and he smokes a lot of weed. He gets stoned on the daily. He comes into school ripped every single day. And he actually used to sell a lot of weed to me in the school bathroom. I think I've mentioned it in videos before. I actually have another story about that I'm going to save. But I've mentioned it before. He sells weed to me in the bathroom all the time. And he's just a funny kid. We had the same first period math class together every single day, and the reason why is because me and him actually got kicked out of our original math class and put into this special ed math class. It's kind of embarrassing, but whatever. So we went to this math class this in particular day, and we were waiting outside her door because she wasn't there yet, and we had to wait for her to unlock the door. So we're sitting outside her door talking about the highest we've ever been, which is hilarious to me because we're literally publicly speaking about how stoned we've gotten before in front of everyone, but we didn't care. Like I said, the teachers are pretty mellow, and as long as you don't, fuck with them, they usually don't retaliate on you. So the teacher finally got there in mid-conversation about how we used to get stoned, and I'm pretty sure she heard us, but she just kind of walked right by us and unlocked the door, and that's when we went inside. Now, keep in mind, my friend was ripped. I told you, he comes to school every day stoned. We were sitting in class, just chilling out, getting ready to do our warm-up, and she called on him to come up to the board and write an equation down, which is hilarious because even if I'm on the spot, I can't do that good, but he was on the spot stoned. She called him up on the spot and was write this equation down, and it wasn't even a hard thing to do. The equation was on the chalkboard. All he had to do was copy it onto the smartboard, and he literally, all right, guys, I didn't mention this, but he has ADHD. So he will say whatever the fuck comes to mind, and he does not care how or when he says it. So he comes up to the board and goes, "I'm too fucking high for this." And he said it under his breath, and I was like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" And she was like, "What?" And he's like, "Nothing." And she's like, "Okay." And she kind of laughed under her breath. She knew what he said, obviously, and we all did. And we all kind of chuckled because she's a really nice lady. I know her to this day. She actually works at my new school now. And she's just a really nice lady and never really did anything about us smoking. But he said it again. He literally was like, he's trying to copy it, and he fucked up. He was trying to put the X in the, I think he was trying to put the, I don't know where he was trying to do, but he put the X in the wrong place in the equation. And he literally fucked up and then he laughed again and said, "I'm really too stoned for this." And she was like, "Do you need to leave the room or something? Are you okay? Do you need a drink?" And then he literally turned around and said, "I'm too stoned for this." And I started dying, guys. I couldn't help myself. I was cracking up. And we were just sitting there like, oh my god. And I stood up and I was like, "You know what, man, I'll help you out." So I went over to the chalkboard or the smartboard, and I easily just copied the equation onto the smartboard from the chalkboard. And if you guys don't know what a smartboard is, it's like a touchscreen chalkboard that you can pull videos up on and stuff like that. They're in every classroom nowadays. So I wrote the equation down, and that's when she came up. She's like, "Good job, Austin. You can go sit down now." And she said to my friend, she's like, "As for you, little pothead, go sit down back at your desk." And I started losing it at that point because she's just such a funny lady. We started dying. And he's like, "What's wrong with pot, huh?" And then she's like, "Nothing's wrong with pot. If you can provide a reasonable argument for why it should be legalized, I have nothing wrong with it." And I was like, "Have you tried it before?" She's like, no, it never did me any good. And I was like, so you have tried it? She's like, no. I'm like, you want to try some right now? As a joke. I said it as a complete joke. I was laughing because she was cracking jokes about weed with my friends, so I thought it'd be funny to ask her. And all of a sudden, she gave me the straightest face ever. She looked at me and she was like, what? And I was like, oh, fuck, I just pissed off the nicest teacher in the school. I am fucked. I immediately was like, oh no, I'm gonna get suspended. I'm gonna get thrown out of school. Fuck this. And at the time, this was like when I was finally clear of all my like bullshit trouble I got into, and I was finally getting off all the bullshit I've ever gotten in trouble for, and I didn't want to get back in that hole that I dug myself into. And I immediately was like, oh, I'm sorry. And she's like, I'm just kidding. And she smiled. And from that was the craziest. It was the biggest suspension. Like, my friend even made a creepy face when she did this, and I was like, this is awful. Like, we looked at each other like, wow, I just fucked ourselves. Like, we're gonna get suspended for this. So she like basically cracked a smile and said, I'm just messing with you, Austin. Guys, go sit down. And we sat down, and from that day on, we were like always afraid to joke with her because we thought that she was gonna like fucking get us in trouble or suspended or something. And she's just a fucking joker, and I thought it was so funny because she would always just like joke about things that you would never picture teachers joking about. I remember she used to literally, I think she used to be a stoner back in the day, honestly, guys. Like, I think she was a stoner teacher, but in my opinion, that's a pretty crazy story. Like, it was more of a joke, but the fact that she got so suspenseful when I said it, and like she made the weirdest face, like she made the most serious face. She looked like she was about to put my ass on a plaque, hang it above her chalkboard, and then like burn a fire behind it. Like crazy shit like that. That's what I thought. I thought I was gonna have like a fire under my ass. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know why I thought of that. I think I've been watching too much SpongeBob, but I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Thank you guys so much. We hit 1,000 likes on yesterday's video. Like, thank you. You guys are the fucking bomb. That'd be cool if we could hit 1,000 likes on this video. If that happens, then I'll probably cry. But I love you guys so much. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment below if you guys know any stoner teachers yourself. I'll see you later. Peace.